Good morning, comic fans. With the Comic Push of the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic shop. Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing well today on our fifth new comic book day of the month. Don't you love it when a month has 5 new comic book days? It's just fantastic. I don't know. Hello, how you doing there, Ruby DC? Thank you so much for joining us, and Chuck at Comic List. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. I don't know if any of you had the chance to see a new thing that we started last week and continued it for the second time this week. This year is flying by, isn't it, Ruby? It sure is. All kinds of events happen this year. I hope next year is a little bit less eventful, but who knows? Probably not. Uh, but we sure have had a fun time doing these new this week's back issue comic short. So we're trying to get better with each one. We just started. We only have 2 so far. But hey, Steve, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't had a chance to go look at this week's back issue short videos on our YouTube channel, please go have a look. Tell us what you think. Thanks for your suggestion, Steve. That was a great suggestion. If any of them are going to get too long, I've got them divided so I can do them that way, or I'll just do part 1, 2, and 3. Depends on how much time. I'm often very pressed for time, but that is a great suggestion to make it into 3 sections for when we have a more than 3 minutes we'll handle. And I don't want to rush through it, even though you can just click and stop it and look at the comic. Each one I pick up and show you, you can just click and stop it so you can see each one. And you can always click back. Morgan Cats and Kittens. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for joining us, Juggernaut. All right, so today we have about it's a shame because we had a problem with one of our shipments. Half of our shipment from Lunar did not show up with a whole bunch of restocks and a whole bunch of things, and then several things that came in that shipment also came damaged. This is one of the effed up things that happen to you when you own a comic shop, that shipments come late or they come damaged or they don't come at all. So some of the stuff that came for Lunar won't be coming actually until next week. In the meantime, we still have 9 inches worth of comic books and a lot of fun things. And one of the things that's this week is a new thing. It's I'll show you in a few minutes, but it's a giant box from Marvel for Black Queen. But before we get into that, let me get into these. And these are what? That was a note to fix. Okay, so we got the new catalogs that came out this week. So we have Marvel previews. There are previews of everything coming out for them, and Dark Horse, and everything that's come out for them. Guys, on the back, there's a checklist. If you're local or to your local comic shop, check them all off and bring them to your comic shop so they can say, okay, we can get those ordered for you. Same with IDW. They did the same deal. Almost identical kind of catalogs between the two of them. But one's for Dark Horse and one's for IDW. And so a great way for you to tell your local comic shop which comics you want by just filling out that little check sheet. All right. Darkness, Volume 1. And that is collecting the first story arc for the new Darkness series. Our Soot-Stained Heart from Mad Cave. I don't know really much about it, but it looks beautiful. Masters of the Universe, The Sword of Flaws. Trade paperback. And this, because if you're a regular of our store, you know that we like cocktail books and recipe books. So this week we got Star Trek Cocktails. I don't know if this is a restock or not. I think we actually had this in before. Dolly seems to think we had it in before, but we sold out. We got it back in again. And so that's a really good one. So if you're a Star Trek fan, there's all kinds of great fun cocktails in here and all kinds of stuff out of Star Trek. Some really cool artwork too, as well as some great photography of the actual drinks they're talking about. So that one happens to be Bashir's London Fog. All right, comic books. We've got 2 variants for you to look at this week. Not much on the variant front this week because it was a 5th week and often there isn't a lot on 5th weeks. From DC, I think we only got annuals this week. So X-Men 34, 1 in 25, Juggernaut, crushing the logo. Lots of things. A lot of people collect these logo interaction comic book covers. Queen in Black #1. You'll be seeing all the crazy stuff for Queen in Black soon. This was the biggest thing happening in comics this week is Queen in Black. This is a 1 in 25. But before we get into all of Marvel stuff, let's look at the independent stuff. We've got a new oversized book from Distillery. All of their stuff is oversized, and it's Galactic, issue #2. And yes, that is complete homage to Star Trek right there. All right. Don't forget, guys, this is the last episode of the month, and the first episode of the month, we always do the Wheel of Winners, and so be sure to leave your comments down below so that you get into that. Land of Never, #2. The Greatest American Hero. I'm afraid one of these we don't have for you. I know people are going to be looking for it. This is a blank one. But there's one that was a homage to Action Comics, and there was an error, and so I don't have those for you right away. They said that would be replaced for any of you that may have pre-ordered it. I don't think anyone did. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #39. Minor Threats, The Last Devil Left Alive, #5. Is that light creating too much of a glare? Street Fighter versus the Valiant Universe. We got Bloodshot versus Cammy. I'm rooting for Cammy. Lots of different covers for that, eh? And Alice Forever After, issue #5. If you're an Alice in Wonderland fan, here's Alice all grown up, the child of her own. That is a strange looking white rabbit. The Horror of Godzilla. Ooh, the Horror of Godzilla. Godzilla's out in the surf, having a snack, you know, just laying back. It's a Godzilla kind of day. The Horror of Godzilla. Ooh, wreaking havoc on the hometown. And last but not least, The Night It Arrived. So who knows what this is a homage to? Anybody know this famous movie? This famous horror movie that this is a homage to? If you know the answer, scream. Concrete, Stars Over Sand, #2. What a beautiful piece of artwork that cover is. All of the Concrete covers have been amazing artwork. And if you don't think that's amazing enough, look at this. It's a wraparound. Oh, awesome is that. What a great cover. What a great cover. I'm loving it. So, and look what's on the back of that. That's on the back of that. That's so cool. All right, Masters of the Universe. Legends of Eternia, issue #1. You know, He-Man and Masters of the Universe are everything right now because of the movie Hellboy in Love. Is he in love again? This is #2 of 2. Only the Savage Are Left, issue #2. Some cool covers here. We've got Conan the Barbarian. The Dirt Beneath the Devil, #1. That's from Mad Cave. Toxic Avenger Comics, issue #10. Speed Racer, this is Speed Racer Tales from the Road. The Rook, it came with a covering to protect it. Often that's what they do with blank covers, but not regular ones. But I don't know why they did it with this one, but they did. Here's one everybody's want to get their. Here's one everyone is going to want to get their hands on. The, how do you pronounce that? Shantae. Shantae swimsuit special. And a blank one to draw your own girl in a swimsuit. All right, and we have Dead by Daylight. I think Dead by Daylight's a game, isn't it? This is Dead by Daylight. Yeah, exclusive in-game code inside. And there's this one. This is Dead by Daylight Hillbilly #4. This is the sheety, gory cover. Obviously, it's just a blank cover, but it's in a black bag because it's got this. I need a dirt beneath the devil. Do you need one of those? 1A. If I got a 1A left, I will happily pull it aside for you, sir. I think I do. All righty. Diablo. I think I got it for you. Diablo #4. Feral. I think Feral. Is it Feral? Feral or Ferals? Feral. Issue number 25. Is that actually issue number 25? Oh my gosh. This is a very gory cover, guys, just so you know. Very gory cover. And then this one's a homage to something. I don't know what. I think it's, what is this movie? Close Encounters, I think. Maybe? You know what that's a homage to? Beneath the trees where nobody sees. How cool is that? And then draw your own. If you didn't like those. All right. My stack of indies is slipping over. Such a tall stack of indies. We're almost done here with the indies. Let me move these around before they tip over. Okay. There's that giant oversized one that threw us off. We don't have a lot of room in the studio here. We're going to press the wrong button and close this out of the show. All right, I think that's got it. Here we go. So we got the celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States is Geiger, #24. And that cover too. And then this cover. And Ghost Pepper is up to issue number 13. Is Ted okay? Is it issue number 6? You got that crazy cover on the back, the little cat down there. Black Star, #1. Where's this from? This is from Titan Comics. Black Star, #1. Looks like sci-fi horror to me. But it gets all kinds of rave reviews there. You can freeze it and read it later. Image, In Your Skin, #4. Okay, now, moving on to DC Comics. You know, I'm a big fan of Superman. I really, I like the character, always has. Was the very first superhero character that I fell in love with as a kid. Thought Superman was the greatest thing ever. Because, I mean, who could compare with a godlike being like that? And then they do stuff like this to him. What the heck is that? What? Come on, guys. Really? He's supposed to be this godlike being, right? Okay, with power of a whole universe. And does he really need a crown? Does he need a crown? I mean, what is that? What function does it serve, really? And why would Clark even go along with this crap? It's just not Clark. I just don't see it. But that's Superman, year 1000 annual. I'm not saying the story's not good. I'm not saying the art's not good. I just hate the concept. Whoever came up with the give him a crown as the godlike being of the universe. Wonderful art. I love the artwork. And the crown thing is just not what I want to see Superman with the crown. Don't put a crown on Superman. I don't think Clark would ever agree to having a crown on his head, for one thing. It's just not Clark. He's not the. He's more of the vote me in as president, but not crown me the king. That's some really wonderful art, though. But yeah, just nothing wrong with all the gold and color and stuff. Just don't put a crown on his head. I don't like it. That's just me, guys. Maybe people out there love that crown. This is a great one. It's Batman recovering at the Kent's farm with their capes flowing out there. Ma Kent took care of that for him. She's sewing up his his clothing's for him after a pretty tough battle for him, I guess. World's Finest, Batman, Superman, World's Finest. This is an annual. That's what you have there. Annual for World's Finest. Who's it? Pa Kent and Alfred joining forces there. That's pretty funny. We have Hawkgirl Summer. It's a Hawkgirl Summer. It's Hawkgirl Summer, #1. We also have Detective Comics. Annual, #1. Lobo all over the place. Lobo giving the Bat a hard time. Oh, man. That's not good. Like my Superman as he was intended. Low-key, humble, and proud to be a documented alien. Okay. He is indeed an alien. There's no doubt about that. Justice League, and about as aliens it could be, right? From an actual other planet. Justice League Night Vision Special. But he was, he grew up here. His whole life was here. He knew nothing else but here. Therefore, he should be granted citizenship because he's been a good citizen, working, paying his taxes as a journalist. All right. So I say, Clark, people like him, should be given full citizenship if they spent their whole life here in America. Just like Clark. Okay, moving on to less political things. Queen in Black, Defenders of Light. On Spawn. And Todd McFarlane, Genius Record, making comics for him. Yes. Defenders of Light and Dark. Queen in Black, Defenders of Light and Dark. I just wanted to show you here. There's another one floating out here. It was supposed to be in order for me, and it's not, but that's okay. That was my own fault. Right there. Bishop. Bishop #2. Bishop 2. E&A getting in on the action from Bishop. Look at that cover. I'm liking that one. You know which actor who recently played Aquaman and Lobo might play the role of this character pretty well? What do you think? Kind of looks like it, right? Yes, that's true. Juggernaut certainly is a huge Spawn fan. Has some really amazing Spawn comics. I've seen them with my own eyes. Doom Quest #3. Look at that. George Washington pose of Doom. Spectacular Spider-Man, Brand New Day, #3. Punisher. Cool stuff. Mortal Thor, #13. Snap cover. As Ant-Man? I don't know. Thor as Ant-Man? Or is it Ant-Man as Thor? I'm not certain. I think it's Thor, costume swap with Ant-Man. All right. Heavy hangs the head of the king, or whatever, however that saying is. What about CGC? How much they mark off for minor ink marks? I don't know. I actually have no idea of that, my friend. I don't know how their processes work or what. Not certain. I can tell you this about CGC. It's the only one I've ever used. It's convenient, and from what I know from looking at the market for slab books, they have Heavy as the Head that wears the crown. That's it. Thank you, Steve. That's what that looked like to me with Thor there. Yeah, there's other companies besides them out there. I don't use them, but if CGC, if you look at the price you get for your comic book selling them online, you're going to get more for a CGC slab book than you are the other ones. That's just the way it is. Why that is, I have no idea. I've never used any other service but them, so I have never really known why that is. I guess because they were first in their arena. Again, I wish I could answer your question. I just don't know enough about what's going on in that part of the comic book world. I just look at them as a service. Whatever's happening behind the scenes politically with them, I don't know. That was Outback, and this is X-Men number 34. It is a secretive thing amongst the CGC and women, how they operate. So what are you trying to say, Juggernaut? Don't try to understand them. Just use their service. For CGC, I'm talking about, of course, not women. There you go. Reborn Ultimate Impact. Issue number 3. I don't know where that story's going, where it's been, or what's happened in this issue. But they got a lot of covers for number 3. He's got that cube thing. Planet of the Apes versus Predator. Rocket Raccoon, Rocket Rewind, number 1. All right, Generation X-23. That's an interesting cover. Well, I would always say I would go with the original if you haven't read the original. I mean, definitely go with the original run. That probably is and will always be the best. Jessica Jones, Alias. This is the Black Bag issue, number 5. Juggernaut, what's your favorite Spawn series? Okay, Queen in Black, guys. Queen in Black. Number 1. We've got this one. We've got this one. And this one. And this one. Blank to your own. It's always supposed to be my last one, but I get them out of order this time. I got the first one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Scotty Young. Now, there's something more about Queen in Black. Do we have time? We have a little bit of time. So let's look at this situation here with Queen in Black. We have Queen in Black blind bags. We also have something called Queen in Black number 1 True Believers 20 bag display box. This is intended to be displayed at your counter, I guess, at retail stores. However, you can buy a whole box office. This entire box runs for $149.99, and it contains within this box the Queen in Black number 1 True Believers 20 bag display box contains 20 marvelous items, 19 blind bag variant covers, 2 of which are guaranteed, underlined, to be the connecting variant cover A and B by David Marquez, and 1 display box exclusive Hela Black foil variant cover by Patrick Gleason. The Queen in Black number 1 True Believers 20 bag packed display box contains 20 marvelous items. Oh, it's just a repeat of what I just read there? I'm saying it again, the exact same. It's just the same thing. Each blind bag contains one of the following exclusive covers. And that is this. One of the following exclusive covers. Design variant cover by Ryan Stegman. Swimsuit variant cover by David Nakayama. Jeff and Null variant cover by Garihiru. I'm very poor at pronouncing those names. Alternate webhead foil variant cover by Patrick Gleason. Variant cover by Artgerm. Virgin variant cover by Artgerm. Virgin variant cover by Jay Lee. Virgin variant cover by Peach Momoko. Alternate homage variant cover by Ryan Stegman. Marvel Rivals variant cover by NetEase Games. NetEase Games. All black blank variant cover, connecting variant cover A by Marquez, connecting variant cover B by Marquez, and one of several ultra rare hand drawn, this is the important part, guys, hand drawn sketch covers by surprise contributors. You could get original hand drawn art. It's a possibility. No guarantee, but it's a possibility. Best chance for that is buying this whole box for $150. Or you could take your shot at it, buy it singly, $8 a pop, sealed. What do you think? We got time? Can we take a look? Can we have a look? Can we look inside one? Are they good story-wise? Well, that remains to be seen since it's the issue number 1. Oh, you're talking about Spawn over there. Okay. That Juggernaut, that's a matter of opinion. What can you do? Some people will like a story and other people's won't. So I'm gonna open this one from the top here. And I think it's not. I was going to do it tomorrow night, but that's too soon for me. So I think I'll announce it. It's probably going to be on a Thursday night. I'm going to do a live show opening up blind bag comic books for about an hour. So I'm going to come on live. It'll be a Thursday evening, I think, and I'll give you more details as soon as I know an exact date. But I think it's coming up soon. I was going to do it tomorrow night, but I just can't do it tomorrow night. So probably going to be next Thursday if I can pull it off by then. So here we go. This is what I'm getting. You're going to see it as soon as I do. Ooh. Hell on earth. This cover, whatever this cover is. It seems to be wrapping around some other cover. Let's see. Oh, it is. This is just a cover on the cover. This is what I actually got. Okay. That looks pretty cool. This is Marquez, and it looks like it's cover A of the connecting cover. That's what it looks like to me here. Although I'm seeing it for the first time, so I don't know for sure. But it looks like it could well be because I think it does say here, Marquez, yes, and he has an A and B connecting cover by him, and it looks like there could well be something more over here. Most likely, or maybe it's over here, I'm not certain. All right, that's what we got, guys, in our Queen in Black blind bag today. All right, Juggernaut, we'll get this Dead by Daylight #1 in your box. And guys, that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you haven't had a chance to go over and look at our new feature in our I'm supposed to put a link here, but I'll get a link in it. The new feature is our weekly thing we're doing. It's going to give you all the back issue comics. This week's back issue comics are going to be in a short video every week for you. And this week's back issues for 7/29 are right here. Let me just get a link for you. Make it easier for everybody if they have a link. So there you go. There's a link to it. What you're going to see there when you look, it's going to be me flipping through back issues for this week's back issues, what's going on to the floor this week. And you can see that every Tuesday. We're going to put it on every Tuesday after we've cycled the floor at the store. So every Tuesday evening at some point, that will go up so you can see what happened this past week for what's going to the back issues. And you can look back at the previous weeks if you missed those. So they're all there. They're going to be up there. They're on YouTube. Go look at the shorts. They're called This Week's Back Issues in the Shorts playlist. All right, guys, thank you so much. I have not personally read either one of those, but I'll tell you the art for Nectar has been beautiful on the covers. I absolutely love it. All right, guys, got to get the story together. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.